Guys, tonight I'm going to show you how to make a delicious and healthy zucchini pizza casserole that your entire family will love. We are going to start by shredding 2 medium zucchini in the food processor. Okay guys, so we are shredding this zucchini real quick. This is for tonight's dinner. Okay, here's our shredded zucchini. I already put a little bit of salt in here. We've got to let it sit. That salt will help draw out some of the moisture. So we're going to let it sit for 10 minutes and then we'll come back, try to wring it out as best as we can. What I do after I have salted the zucchini, I go ahead and put it in the strainer and then put the strainer over a bowl. So that way, when we start pressing the liquid out here in a little bit, it's got some place to go, the liquid that is. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more salt on this, and then we're going to set this aside and cook our ground beef. Here is the ground beef that we use, 93% lean, 7% fat. This is the good stuff for my lean and green. And that is 16 ounces, 1 pound. So this will make 4 servings. Okay, so we are going to brown this ground beef real quick. And then just season it with some salt and pepper. And then I usually add in some garlic powder and onion powder in there as well. And if I wasn't in such a hurry tonight, I probably would have done fresh garlic and fresh onions because I do have both, but I am just running way behind on dinner tonight, so I'm just going for easy at the moment. Okay, our ground beef is browned, so now we are going to go check on our zucchini and see if we've gotten some of that moisture out of there real quick so that we can cook our base. So I've kind of been squeezing out some of the moisture from our zucchini. There was quite a bit in there already. In here, I've already whisked together 2 eggs, and then we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of shredded Parmesan to the eggs, and then we're going to add the zucchini in there and whisk all of that together. Now, when I was trying out the food processor, since I was new to it, I accidentally diced the first little bit, but that's okay. It'll be just fine. So just to show you how much moisture actually comes out of zucchini. So the best thing you can do is just like squeeze the moisture out as best as you can. Otherwise, if you don't do this, it will be extremely runny, very liquidy, and very flavorless because all of your flavor will be in the liquid. So you really do want to squeeze out all of the excess. And of course, make sure that you've washed your hands really good beforehand. I don't bother washing my hands on camera because that's just wasting time for you guys. And I like to try to get to the point. But believe me, I wash my hands about every 2 seconds when I'm cooking. So even if you don't see me washing them, just know that my hands are very clean. Okay, so we've got our 2 eggs, the 1/4 cup of Parmesan, the shredded zucchini. That was 2 medium-sized zucchinis, by the way, that we shredded. And then now we're going to add in, well, here, before we do that, let me show you this. You see how much liquid was in that zucchini? So that's why it's really important to squeeze out as much as you can, but make sure you don't skip that salt step, because that is the key to drawing out as much of that moisture as you can. Otherwise, you're going to draw the moisture out while you're cooking, and you don't want to do that. So then you've got to mix together 4 ounces of skim mozzarella. Oh, let me lower that. Skim mozzarella and 4 ounces of the 2% cheddar cheese, or whatever kind of cheddar you like. This was the only one that they had in the reduced fat, so that's why I got the mild cheddar. You can use whatever, but anyway, mix them together real good to make a full cup. And then you're going to use half of this mixture in your base right here, and then we're going to save the other half for the end product. So we're just going to put actually like a little bit more on the top at the end. So I may go a little less than the 4 ounces in this, since it already has the Parmesan too, just so I can have a little extra on top, the melty gooey stuff. So I've already sprayed my pan with some olive oil spray, and we're just gonna dump this in here. Oh, and by the way, the oven is preheating to 400. So once that has preheated, we're gonna cook this base for 20 minutes. I'm just trying to kind of pat this out and make sure it's even. It's going to make kind of like an egg-like base. So good. Okay, so now this is going in the oven for 20 minutes. Okay, guys, our base is now done. So we're going to take this out, and we've got our meat cooking. And now we need to add in a can of Rotel or just diced tomatoes of some kind. I've already drained the liquid from these, but you'll add that in. Of course, if you have any grease in your beef, you would want to drain that. I already did that, and I'm just kind of reheating the beef since I cooked it early. Usually I don't cook the beef until the base goes in the oven, but today I was a little backwards since it took me a while to get the zucchini ready. So anyway, once you've got this all ready to go, can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. So now that we've got this all well mixed, we can pour this over our base. And then now that we've got all that there, we're just gonna sprinkle our cheese around. Going back in the oven for 20 minutes. So that is zucchini pizza casserole, but I have to give credit where credit is due. I actually picked up that recipe back in 2019 when I was doing Optavia, and it quickly became one of my favorite healthy meals to cook, especially with zucchini. If you are interested in any of that information, I will link it in the description. Well, that is all for now. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.